Morgan Charrière takes on Nate Landwehr this Saturday at UFC Fight Night Nashville, Tennessee. And this is a good fight. You know, Nate Landwehr didn't look the best in his last fight against Duho Choi. I picked against him. I thought Choi would be a little bit better on the feet. And he was. You know, he was just outclassed him on the feet. Nate Landwehr couldn't really get anything going anywhere in that fight. Got out-positioned on the ground as well. Ended up getting TKO'd by elbows from crucifix in round 3. Before that, did have a really nice knockout over Jamal Emmers, who I think is very good. So really good win there. Lost to Dan Ige before that, and had some really good wins before those fights. Finished Austen Lane, got a decision over David Onama, and got a finish over Ludovic Klein. So, you know, David Onama, Ludovic Klein, those guys are really good. So, Nate Landwehr just been kind of 50-50 as of late. You know, very forward pressure type of guy, puts a lot of pressure on guys, a lot of pace, has really good cardio, more of like a brawler type of guy, willing to take one to give one, and just tough as nails, you know. No quitting the guy, super entertaining, a lot of charisma. So I'm a big Nate Landwehr fan, but I just don't think he gets this one done. You know, he took a lot of damage in his last fight. He's 37 years old. He's been in a lot of wars, taken a lot of punishment in his career. And, you know, at some point I think he's just going to have to slow down a little bit. And I think that's what we saw in his last fight. You know, Morgan Charrière, he's the younger guy. I think he's going to be a little bit more filled out. He's pretty big for the division. He has a really good jab, just very physical and powerful guy with good striking, great kicks. Has a front kick to the body KO in one of his last fights. Very defensively sound on the feet, although he did get dropped early in his last fight against Nathaniel Wood. I picked him to win that one against Nathaniel Wood, and he just it wasn't a great showing from him, to be honest, but I still have a lot of faith in the guy. I think he's very well rounded. I think he's very good. Really good takedown defense, so I think he'll be able to defend the takedowns from Nate Landwehr. He's got 83% takedown defense. Black belt in Luta Livre. I think he's also a black belt in Judo. Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. Great cardio. He's fought 5 rounds a lot of times, so I know that he can go the distance and push a high pace. I think he'll just be bigger, stronger, a little bit more technical than Nate Landwehr on the feet, be able to negate his pressure on the ground and his grappling heavy style at times, and I just think he'll have the physicality advantage against Nate Landwehr. Morgan Charrière, like I said, he has a loss over Nathaniel Wood, but before that had a really good knockout over Gabriel Miranda. You know, Gabriel Miranda is more of a jiu-jitsu guy, so not the biggest feather in your cap getting him out of there with strikes. But before that, had a split decision over Chepe Mariscal, which I think he won. You know, and Chepe is very good. I think Chepe is one of the best guys they have in this division in the UFC. And then outside of that, his losses are to Paul Hughes, Jordan Vucinic, and Cage Warriors. And, you know, Cage Warriors has a lot of really good guys. Lost to a 15-8 guy, 18-4. Surin Bach is who he lost to back in the day. Ruslan Kazmirzaev, Saladin Parnassi. Like, these guys are really good. There's no shame in these losses. He had several losses back early in his pro career back in like 2014, 2015. But ever since then, it's only been against top tier guys. And he's looked really good as of late outside of his last performance. But, you know, I'm sure he's going to learn from it. He's got a lot of time left in the game. 29 years old, still in his prime, barely into his prime. 5'8", 69-inch reach. Nate Landwehr will be 5'9", with a 72-inch reach, so he's going to be a little bit less rangy, a little bit more compact, but very powerful, very explosive. I think he's going to be the more athletic guy, the more dangerous guy on the feet, and I think that's where he'll keep it. I think he'll be able to keep it on the feet against Nate Landwehr and piece him up on the feet, be able to match him cardio-wise. And I think he's no slouch in the grappling either. If he wants to shoot his own takedowns or look to get his takedowns, we've seen Nate Landwehr be able to get controlled as of late. Duho Choi is able to control him, and Duho Choi is more of a striker. So I just think Morgan Charrière, he's a little bit better everywhere at this point in both of their careers, and I think he gets this one done. Thanks.